Hello everyone, so today we're going to be talking about being a guild leader or running a guild on Blade and Soul. So to run a guild on Blade and Soul, there's a lot of things that you need to take note of. So the first of all is, why did people join your guild? So the main reason people want to join a guild is because they want to run dungeons together. So if we look at the dungeons over here, there's a lot of regular dungeons like Narrow Foundry, there's Hollowed Heart, Starstone Mines, Evandric Lair, blah, 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 blah. However, another thing that a lot of people are looking for is to run raids. They want to do Black Tower, they want to do, they want to do Skybreak Spire, they want to do Jadestone, they want to do Fallen Ronsu School, DKV, and all of the the 12-man raid dungeons. That's one of the biggest reasons why people join a guild. Skybreak Spire being one of the biggest reasons. So when you run a guild, there are different ways of running it. So when your guild is still small, when you've only got maybe 20, 30 players, it's very easy to just hop on and just tell everyone, oh, we're going to be raiding at this time on this day, etc. However, as your guild gets slightly bigger, so you can see that on our Discord over here, on Levi, on Evil Do Us Harm and my Discord, we currently have about like 600 members on the Discord now. So what I do is I always use the power of Google. I actually create a Google document. So you can see here that I will post out application for next week's Black Tower raid is here. Please apply, and I'll post the link. So when you click on the link, it'll actually bring you to this page where it's like, oh, Skybreak Spire raid week 12, because this is the 12th week that we're hosting it. Then there's a TLDR. It's basically saying like what requirements you need to do in order to do the BT raid or to join our raid. And then you scroll down, and then I have in-game character name, and then you need your Discord name, your class, whatever server you play on, what raid you're selecting, which day do you prefer, and comments to link your BNS profile so that, we can check that you're not lying about your DPS or anything. What your parse is, so this is basically an F12, and then you select how much damage or how much DPS you do. And then this is also to post a parse on the hashtag parse channel. The hashtag parse channel is over here. You can click here, and then we'll see, oh, how much damage do you actually do, etc. So that's how I do raid forming at the moment for applications. So as the leader, I can also, since I made the questionnaire, I can click the edit over here. So when I click edit, I can check the responses. So let me just wait. So there's 18 responses at the moment. So over here, I can see all the people that have signed up for the BT raid this week. And since I've only posted it out for about 2 hours or 3 hours, the response is quite good. But looking at it like this, to me, is very difficult because, it's not very informative. It's a lot of information, but it's very disorganized. It's not in the format that I want it to be in. So what I usually do is I put it into a Excel sheet. I click on this, and it'll automatically put it into an Excel sheet. So you can see the timestamp on when someone applied. It'll also say their name, and then it'll do everything in the order of my questionnaire that I set as. So, I can see everything. I can see what server they selected, what time they want to do. I can see their BNS profile, their parse, their damage, and all of the other stuff that I actually put here. So this helps me organize the teams for making, Saturday's raid and Sunday's raid, because I have all the necessary information. I have what class they're playing. I also have what time they want to play on, which raid, Saturday raid or Sunday raid, and I can also see their DPS. So this is a very powerful tool. And also Google Docs is a free program. So it's very accessible and very good. So once I've selected the players on who's joining what raid, I'll always post a screenshot like this, where it'll say like Saturday raid, and it'll have your in-game name, your Discord name, and what class. And then I'll always have a waiting list. It's very important to have a waiting list in case there are players that don't show up. So like my Saturday raid, we always start at 9 p.m. EST. Because this works perfectly for our players on Southeast Asia, including myself, as this is my 10 a.m. while for players on the NA, it's not too late. It's still 9 p.m. and a little bit earlier for those who are in Cali or PST. And then we come here and then you can see another example. So for Sunday's raid, because this is our first raid, everyone's familiar with all the players here and we know each other's damage. So I don't post our Discord names. I just post names here. And that way, we know who's going for what raid, and it's easier for players to organize their time. And I always post this list on Wednesday. I always post up this sign-up sheet on Mondays. And then on Wednesdays, I'll post up the people who are confirmed to join the raid. And then on Saturday and Sunday, we actually do the raid. So it gives players more time to organize their schedules, more time to just make sure that everyone's going to come, etc. And that's how I organize raids. As for other things, it's also quite important as a guild leader to listen to your guild, to find out, what conflicts there are in your guild, or if there's any small problems, or if there's anything that you can do better in the guild. So it does mean more work, but as guild leader, you're expected to do more work. So, it's not that bad, I think. It's really optional depending on how you want to run your guild. But personally, the way I run my guild is I just prefer to be more catering towards my community, towards my my guild members. So there's that. Anyway, I hope that this video helped, and I hope that if you yourself are a guild member and you have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comments below. If it's a personal issue or something that's more touchy, feel free to just PM me on YouTube. I can also, give you some advice, or just PM me on Discord as well. On Discord, I might be a little bit slow because there are quite a lot of people that do PM me on Discord. So I'm sorry if I'm a little bit slow on replying, but I will reply eventually. If I don't, just send a gentle reminder and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. But yeah, anyway, being a guild leader is a big responsibility, but it's also really fun. You're leading the party, you're leading your guild to do better stuff. So it's always fun to see that. It's always good to see that. Another thing that you should keep in mind is guild crafting, especially for like home moon pellets. A lot of classes need home moon pellets, especially like summoners and soul fighters. So just make sure that you do keep in mind that that your crafting is on point, that you need people in certain subclasses, in certain professions, and that you need people to donate the Naru silver and the stuff like that. So you can see our guild is pretty well off at the moment. So yeah. Anyway, I hope this video helped, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
What can I say except you're welcome? For the heals, the boosts, the rest.